And having said that, I would love for Anesh Daya from Toronto, Canada, but he is originally Indian, to talk about what he does, because he really teaches in an amazing way that I've never seen before, but I am totally enthralled by it. Anesh, the mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Carla, for having me on board this amazing stage and to be with all of you esteemed educators and passionate human beings. And before I begin, I'm just going to quickly share a quick story and then share with you. And with your help, we're going to provide everyone listening a toolkit, a functional language learning, listening and speaking toolkit provided by all of us for the greater good. So let's get going. So there I was, 22 years old, at the airport, boarded a plane, about to go to a foreign country, wearing an I Am Canadian jersey. You can see that. Yeah, I was excited. As the plane took off, that excitement soon turned into panic. Yes, panic. Wait, where am I going? What am I doing? I know nothing about the language, the culture, or anything about the country. In a sudden state of panic, I immediately turned to the person to my right. I said, excuse me, do you know Chinese? He replied, you mean Mandarin? I go, yeah, right, Mandarin, right, not Chinese. Can you teach me my numbers 1 to 10 in Mandarin? So looking at the sweat dripping down my face, he kindly agreed. Okay, Victor, ready? Can you say 一二三?
一二三.
Beautiful. 一二三四五六七八九十. Now, what do you guys hear? Ammarah's like, I just hear like Carla's dog. I just hear sounds. What is going on? So there I was, 33,000 feet in the air, practicing my numbers 1 to 10 with the flight attendants, waiting for, while I was in line at the bathroom. I was like, do you know your numbers 1 to 10? Oh, you don't? 一二三四五六七八九十. So the plane became my classroom. No joking, Rosalind. And those look really good, by the way. So as I landed in Taiwan, that excitement and confidence came back. I felt invincible. All right, here we go. I'm equipped my numbers 1 to 10. So I grabbed my bags, and out of nowhere, Afera, you're not gonna believe what someone said. They said, 你是哪里来的? I replied, I just replied with the number 2, because that's all I was equipped with. So with a confused look on his face, he asked again, Victor, 你是哪里来的? What would you answer? 一二or san?
San.
San, there you go, right? So it was at that point, Victor and everyone else out there, that I realized that simply learning my numbers 1 to 10 wasn't going to help me survive, let alone thrive in this new country. So from that point forward, I told myself that I'd speak to so many people, and I immersed myself in the language and spoke to roughly 100 strangers a day, learning functional language that I needed to survive. And after a year, I was featured in the top 10 countdown of most interesting things that happened in Taiwan. My life was featured at number 7. They even gave me a nickname, Shireen. They called me Tai Ke. Do you know what that means, Shireen? No? Well, it means the foreigner who became Taiwanese. I've since dedicated my life to empowering thousands of students have thousands of conversations on the streets of Toronto and equip them with a language learning toolkit that enables them to become autonomous global citizens and teach them how to make any city their classroom. Hello, everyone. My name is Anesh Daya, and I am a language learning innovator, founding of an award-winning experiential language immersion program, best-selling author, and of course, a proud father of a 9-year-old beautiful daughter. And I'm honored and grateful to be here with you all, not just as a guest speaker today, but as a student of languages. Yes, I speak 7 languages, and I love them, and a student of life. So I'm here to share my language learning toolkit for better speaking and listening with you all. And of course, learn from you all. So here we go. You ready? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to jump into a shared screen. And here we go. So we have a toolkit, just like, you know, a good construction worker. What's in your language learning or communication or listening and speaking toolkit? Rosalind, what's one of the tools in your toolkit as a communicator?
It's the ability to listen, a pair of ears.
A pair of ears. And like it was said yesterday, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And you're doing a great job of listening. Thank you. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to share some parts of my toolkit as an effective language speaker and listener. So oxygen movement. Now, Carla knows we can't learn just sitting down all day. We learn in movement, in action. Oxygen flows to the brain. This is why Victor said yesterday with Cynthia, we breathe, we take deep breaths. So moving in motion and get that brain moving, which is why learning online can be a little bit of a challenge these days. So I'm going to ask Ammarah very quickly to close your eyes and for 2 seconds, just take a deep breath. Ammarah, here we go. Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. I can feel your energy right now. Another thing that I like to do, that's something that Carla mentioned, we speak for clarity, for confirmation, for wondering what people are saying. So one of the things that I like to ask people, so let's just say, for example, if I said, Dr. Miss Huang, 你是哪一国人?
你是外国人? No.
Right. So Miss Huang didn't know what I was saying, and we're speaking to listen and understand. So what Miss Huang could say is, I'm sorry, I couldn't catch that. Could you please say that again? Miss Huang, go ahead. 你是哪里来的?
Sorry, I didn't catch you. Please say it again.
Well, you didn't catch me, but you definitely caught my heart right now by asking for confirmation. And that's so powerful when we ask for confirmation when we're learning. Now, directions, navigating a city. Is asking for directions important when traveling abroad? I can see Rosalind going, well, yeah, you know what? I ask directions in every country I go to, not really for directions, but actually to start and continue a conversation with people. So if I'm traveling around, I might ask someone, excuse me, where would I find, is it around here? We have a great coffee shop in Toronto. Where would I find, is it around here? So I'm just curious, Carla, where is some place in your hometown that I could find?
Coffee?
Okay, what's your favorite coffee shop?
I'm going to say Starbucks.
Oh boy, we don't want to promote Starbucks, but I would say, where would I find Starbucks? Is it around here? No worries, we'll take it. Now, something else that I love doing, and I definitely know, do you guys know Gadrut? Have you guys ever heard of Gadrut? Well, Gadrut is a boring, huh? Huh? Boring. What's boring? Boring. Hi, everybody. My name is Oscar. I want to introduce you to one of my friends, Gadrut. Gadrut, are you there?
Hey, don't you dare call me Gajrook. My name is Gajruka.
Oh, Gajruka. Sorry, I know Gaj means,
Jay,
what does Gaj mean?
it means carrot.
I love eating carrots.
Don't you dare. You cannot eat me. But even if you say that, I don't care at all.
Well, Gadrut, we're talking about listening and communication. So could you please share a joke with us?
A joke?
Yes,
But
please.
I was thinking that I have a question for you. Now you tell me, what do you call a bunny with carrot in each ear?
What do you call a bunny with carrot in each ear? I don't know. What?
You can think.
Hmm.
Can you think?
I don't know.
Hey, who will answer that?
Rabbit.
You can tell him anything. He won't listen to you.
Oh, no. Well, I have a joke for you, Gadruka.
Well, let's hear about it.
Okay. Why did the boy climb the tree with the hockey stick?
I don't know. You tell.
Well, to play with the maple leaves. Now, this is a funny joke because in Toronto, we have a hockey team called the Toronto Maple Leaves, and it's a culturally relevant joke. So you can learn that Toronto's hockey team is called the Toronto Maple Leaves.
That's amazing. You are really funny.
Thanks, Gadruka. Okay, I gotta go.
Bye.
That was a little bit of Oscar. And yeah, thank you, Oscar. No problem. Okay. So learning jokes, being able to tell jokes in another language is so important. It might just sound like sounds to you, but it could be super important. So for example, if I said, Michael Jackson no skina iro wa nan desu ka? So I said, what's Michael Jackson's favorite color? And you know what it is, Ali?
Black.
Ow! Now, ow in Japanese means blue. Ow in Japanese means blue. And I asked, what's Michael Jackson's favorite color? So now, like Carla's dog, we just hear sounds, but now everybody just learned the color for blue. And Rosalind will never forget the color blue in Japanese because it is. Ow! All right, there you go. So as part of this language learning toolkit, and I don't think I'll be able to even get to it all because I'm facing a yellow screen here. But jokes are so important. Something else that I love to do when learning another language for listening and speaking is learning quotes. Learning quotes in a language is so important. So I'm curious, Rosalind, do you have a quote for us today?
Rosalind, unmute yourself. Rosalind, we cannot hear you. Open up your mic.
I like to make proud entrances, so I'm here. I do have a quote here. It says, if you make listening and observation your occupation, you will gain.
Beautiful. Love it. And that's such an important quote because we're talking about listening as well. one of my favorite quotes is, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And this is by Canada's most famous athlete and hockey player, Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, wow.
There you go. So being able to, share jokes, ask for navigation, confirmation, taking deep breaths in like Afara did, and also complimenting someone. So Shireen, could you go off mute for a second? And could you please compliment Ali Raza Khan, please?
Ali, you are an amazing person.
Beautiful. And just that energy right there, you can see Ali's like, give me more, shower me with more, please. Complimenting and making people feel good is such a vital part of communication. And shouldn't we be doing that every day, complimenting, saying nice things to other people? Another thing that I like to do is talk about history and culture. Today, I talked a little bit about Japanese. I talked about Wayne Gretzky. I talked about the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey team. Everybody is in a constant state of learning because you all are listening attentively. And hopefully my delivery is enabling you to further listen to what I'm saying. So learning history and knowledge is so important. For example, Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories. That's good to know. My province, Saskatchewan, is the largest producer of wheat and mustard in the world. That's good to know. Maybe it's not, but if you are talking with me, you might get that information. Something else I'm going to do, and I'm nearly done here. One other tool is asking a deep question. I find this very fun and just something that really dives a little bit deeper than just surface level. So I'm going to quickly ask Ammarah, when was the last time you cried?
An hour ago.
Right. Beautiful. And that's fine. She doesn't need to say anymore, but that's beautiful. But that question, if we were just talking one-on-one, might dive a little deeper. What happened? Are you okay now? Is there something I can support and help you with? Asking deep questions like, what would you say to your 14-year-old self? Being able to ask these deep questions would be great. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send my gratitude to everybody and thank you for having me. And I wish you all an abundance of love and light. And thank you, Ali, for monitoring us. And thank you, Carla, for all having us here. And I wish I could talk longer. And God bless you all. Thank you.